Bethany here, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am so glad you are spending some time with me today. If you're not new here and you've been around for a minute, you know this has been a long time coming. I did get to celebrate with some of you reaching 700 subbies this past month, but I have not heard back from the winners, and so I want to make sure I give you all a reminder to go check that short. In YouTube it's called a short, but make sure that you check the short because I still have 4 packages sitting up there waiting to be shipped, and I would like to hear from at least one of the 4 winners before I decide to do a redrawing. But anyways, I was intending to do a live for the drawing originally, but life just decided to be life. But I am popping also in because I got a new box of the month, and let's open it up for the first time. I have not seen it yet. This is from Simon Says Stamp, and of course, look at that, some texture paste. It's sparkle texture paste. I'm kind of excited about that. Some really cute butterfly stickers. I will have a hard time keeping these away from my children. They are sticker fiends. They have not discovered that I have an entire tower of stickers in my office. They're currently blocked by my cart for bow making, so hopefully that remains the case. But I am trying to mentally prepare for the day when they do discover the fact that I have a lot of stickers. From my scrapbooking days mostly, but I do use them in my card crafts as well. And lots of noise here. Woo! Hey, I got a goodie. It's blue raspberry. Ooh. I'm gonna save that for when I'm driving to pick up my son later today from school. And this is interesting. It's a collage. I can't, apparently words are hard today. And my 3rd cup of coffee has yet to kick in effectively enough, apparently. This is the matte collage medium. So I'm not sure what this does, so I'm going to play because this seems like it's very mixed media and right up my alley. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at how cute these washi tapes are with the butterflies, the musical notes. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun with these. Just, wow. I don't even know. Oh my goodness. These are a little more on the Tim Holtzy side, which is kind of cool because when I saw the samples, because I did peek at the samples for this month, I did not see anything that really said that this would be heavy on the mixed media look. So, yeah. All right, and I was mistaken. This is for April, I believe. I could be wrong. But this is April's. And look, Tim Holtz collage paper. How cute is that? And then here's a sampling from their paper pad with this kit. So some really yellows, lots of yellows and greens and butterflies. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's really cute. I love me a good pattern paper. And we have stenciling with butterflies and flowers. And it's called Butterfly Blossoms. This looks like a very fun layering stencil. And then we have the happy birthday, thank you for everything, thinking of you, I love you, missing you. Super cute. And I'm curious because these have little numbers. That means to me that these little numbers coordinate with these. I think that's it. So, yeah. And then this kit has the butterfly blossoms, yep, the clear stamp set, stencil, all that. And a lot of Tim Holtz goodies in this one. And a Nino 110-pound cardstock. Can always use some more. And then we've got a honey. Simon Says Stamp honey colored, which this is a really, it's not a bright yellow, but it's like a smidge bright, and it's really a gorgeous, gorgeous yellow, like a golden yellow. That's what I would call it. So that is this box of the month. I'm sure you can still get pieces of this on Simon Says Stamp on their website. But I was mistaken. This is the box of the month for April. Apparently I swapped it with my box of the month for May, because I see it over in the corner. So I'll open that one on another live, or another video. This is not live. I mean, we're gonna pretend like it's alive. But I have very limited time, and I want to actually complete my project, at least in my head, how it's going to look. And, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to play with first. Well, since I'm obviously going to go down the wormhole of mixed medias, a mixed media look, I'm going to pick one of these amazing, oh goodness, I'm going to go with the one that's more like Londonish green and a subtle yellow. I think that works beautifully. And yeah, I think we're going to really just embrace the mixed media look today. And using some stamping, I don't know if I'll use a stencil. I'm going to pick the one that spoke the most to me, which is this for my paper pad starter. I'm going to mix media it though. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that without being too cliche. And let's look at this paper collage. There's an envelope too. Oh my gosh. There's a butterfly. So my guess is that the collage medium is what you use to add the collage paper. A semi-transparent paper that can be used to collage. So that's definitely speaking mixed media to me. Oh my gosh. Look at how cool it is to see the other pattern right behind the big pattern. That's really cool. Oh yeah. Tim Holtz has done it again. Ooh, especially this. Just, yeah, wow. It's a very delicate paper though, so I'm gonna have to make sure I keep it far, far away from my children. Ooh, okay. I really love this butterfly moth thing here, but I don't think it's gonna go, I don't know that it's gonna go well with this one. I'm gonna admit, I'm just not gonna go with the collage paper because I'm not confident in what my ultimate vision will come out as. So I will save that for another day for crafty fun. I'm going to embrace a little more of the make my own mixed media. We'll use some of this golden cardstock because that's just a really, really great framing color for this. And I'm going to zoom out a little, oh, not so much that you see my really extremely messy desk, but you can see a little bit better that way. This one is probably my second favorite. That's just really cute. I have a thing when I see really any type of writing and text with any kind of flower or nature. I don't know what it is about having like text or script mixed with something natural. It's just, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, and there's another one too. So that's really pretty too. They're subtle. I didn't even notice the first time when I went through. But they're so subtle and really, really stinking adorable. And I may have to put the entire paper pad on my wish list. Not gonna lie. Most likely, that's what's gonna happen. Alright, so first I have decided that I'm going to use a little different technique. I'm going to still adhere to my A2 size card base, so I'm going to keep that right out there. And then what I'm going to do is something bold and crazy and wild. I am going to go ahead and pre-cut out with these nested dies from scrapbook.com. I think it's really cute. The outline, and then there's a little stitching on the edge. It's not anything that you can necessarily stitch through, but I really like that idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I believe, just pre-select the biggest. Yeah, that'll work. Because I have this idea in my head to really make it very out there mixed media. And I'm going to go 2 steps down for the insert. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to really think outside the box on this one and just see where we get to. If I hate it, I hate it. And I'll pick apart the parts for another project. It's totally fine. I'm not bothered by that idea. But I like just as soon as I saw these nested dies, I just had this spark of inspiration. And it may not turn out, but hey, why not try? So I am going to go ahead and use my die cutter, find some mint tape to really get this good. And I'm going to attempt to keep my full sheet. We'll see how straight I put my sheet in through the die cutter. And my die cutter is so strong, it literally rippled the cardstock. I love this die cutter. It scares me a little bit because my plates flip up a little bit when I do this, but yeah, we'll see. Came out pretty. And make sure my die gets put back. And then we'll do the same thing. I'm trying to think if I want more of the yellow flowers. Yeah, I'm going to aim for more of the yellow flowers. That makes more sense. And also try to keep the waste minimal. This one, because I do want to keep it as straight as possible. I will do 2 pieces of mint tape. So for those of you who have been keeping up in the chats with me, because I haven't been doing videos or many lives, my dad, we out here in Wisconsin, we recently had a freak snowstorm on a Sunday, and then that next day, before the snow could finish melting, my dad slipped on some invisible ice and broke his leg. And he's 79, so of course, you know, it's pretty drastic and devastating to me because, you know, his life is fragile. We are in his bonus years. We almost lost him. It would be 4 years ago in June. So thankfully we didn't lose him, but it's kind of, I guess, a little bit borrowed time. And, you know, I every day am just grateful that we have him around. But nonetheless, he did break his leg, and so he's been laid up and not driving everyone miserable, but he's miserable. And so it's very difficult to watch someone you love be miserable. And I'll get back to my story in a second. I am going to go ahead and be bold and brave, embrace my collage idea, and just go ahead and put these down. And I overglued for whatever reason, so that's just going to go right there. I know why. It's because I refilled my glue recently, and I'm not used to actually having glue come out when I push it. So trying to make it as straight as possible. So anyways, my dad is recovering well. He is, you know, it's going to take some time. They say 6 weeks just to get back to trying to walk on it, which I think that's either end of this week or beginning of next week. That will be that milestone for him is, hey, let's start putting pressure on it. I believe it's actually next Monday. So, and then he did have to have surgery. Thankfully, no ligaments torn or anything, so it was just straight bone fracture fixing. But 2 days after his surgery, my brother had to have an emergency surgery himself. And he doesn't live near us, so of course we're trying to like figure out, okay, what can we do? well, we're here and you're out there and you don't really have anybody to take care of you. What can we do? And so my parents decided to send him some food and, just call him every day. He goes back to work this week, actually. He'll be cleared for that. And so it's just, it's been a little bit, I wouldn't say dramatic, but there's been a lot of really, really great things going on with us. And then just like all of a sudden, like really not so great things in the mix. And it's like, oh, great. My oldest, my 5-year-old, Danielle, was one of 19 students in her entire grade school. She being the only kindergartner nominated for the citywide art show. And I, like her teacher was really secretive about like, hey, by the way, I snuck a letter in her backpack. And I'm like, okay, do I not talk to the other students about it? Like, what's going on? Come to find out, that's what this was. So, and the only reason I even really knew what was going on was because at my daughter's bus stop, 2 other girls out of the 5 kids that are on the bus stop, 2 other girls plus my daughter, so all 3 girls, were in the art show as well. And out of 17 students, 1 bus stop had all 3 girls. And it was just like, what? And my daughter she's on the shyer side. Okay, so now I'm just don't mind me. I'm like eyeballing if I want to do this. I'm going to wait because I want to do some stamping first. Some rando stamping. So yeah, just like super excited for her because I didn't realize how big of a deal it was. This art show had high schoolers in it, middle schoolers, and I think our district has 8 grade schools. 8 grade schools, the 2 middle schools, and then the high school. And yeah, it was just like, it was so cool and exciting because her teacher is gushing about her and she's like, oh, yeah, and really shy and quiet about it. And I'm like, what? Like so proud of her. Like this, my 5-year-old is in an art show at 5, Oh gosh, just so proud of her. And then my 4-year-old who's with us, who goes to the same school, but they weren't eligible to participate because they don't have the same art teacher. So, and the art teacher is who nominates each person to the district for the district to judge and decide. That's how it went, I guess. And I was trying to explain to our art teacher, I'm like, just wait till you get this 4-year-old here, because this 4-year-old, like, you think my 5-year-old is a perfectionist when it comes to her artwork. This 4-year-old is like a perfectionist, and has a really good eye for it too. And it's like, oh man, these 2 girls are just gonna take the art world by storm, and it's gonna be so cool and so exciting. And oh my gosh, like, I can't believe my girls are, these really budding artists, and maybe a little bit of what I teach them is rubbing off on them, and just makes me feel so great. I love it. I love the feeling of just, being inspired by my own children, really. So, all right, now we're going to get in the weird mixed media look. Okay, so first, I'm going to pick my ink. So I have decided that I'm going to have the VersaFine Clair Nocturne Pigment ink. I will be perfectly honest, I have never used it, and I've only heard good things about it, so we're just going to hope that my vision can come through. And I'm okay with missing a little bit because I'm looking for that mixed media look, so totally fine by me. Yep. So that's pretty. And I could do alcohol inking with it, but I'm trying to find something quick and easy. So I'm not looking specifically for anything crazy and wild. Okay. And then to really just embrace the mixed media look, we're gonna go with this taller flower. And I'm going to kind of stamp off of this a little bit. And here's the thing about the videos I'm doing now. They're a little less edited and a little bit more, this is how I think my projects through as I get inspired. And you can kind of see how it's okay to change your mind in the middle of what you're doing and go with a different direction. No one says you have to do it one way or another. So I'm trying to stamp off the card a little bit. That works. It works. Now I feel like it needs some more on the other side. So let's pick a different one on the other side, and we'll do this bigger bloom. And this one, when I put it down, I'm going to rock it a little bit. Kind of framing that big yellow flower. Move it up a little so you can see that better. So I'll rock it so it shows up better. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm having a lot of fun with this because this is not a typical clean and simple look, but yet it's still a fun clean and simple look. Just saying. Okay, so now I think it's time for the washi tape. So I'm going to put it more towards the base, and I'm just going to place it where I think I like it the most. Tap it down, and I'll grab my scissors. I'll grab the ones that are okay for glued or taped things, not my nice fussy cutting scissors. And now I'll tap it down a little bit better. Try to let that ink finish drying. And yeah, I was just gonna wrap it around the back, but yeah, it works. Not too bad. We'll continue the mixed media look on the back. See? It's not bad. Doesn't look sloppy at all. Okay. Now, of course, I need a sentiment. So now let's see how small the nested, if any of these will fit. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go hunting for a whole new stamp. And I would like to just avoid that. Okay, so we have a thank you for everything. Missing you. I like missing you. But the only thing is, it doesn't really fit here. Thinking of you does. I mean, it just barely fits, but it fit. Missing you doesn't work. Happy birthday. It fits too. I think we're going to do a thinking of you. No, let's do happy birthday. I'm short on my happy birthday stamps anyways. Yeah. All right, let's make sure I like the sizing though. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Yes. All right, my vision is coming through. I am just going to power through and keep going. I don't know. Oh, I hid my mint tape on myself. Don't mind me as I fumble through. And we'll just put one down. And I could have done this one live today because I am making really great time. But the other thing to consider is the chat. Getting caught up in the chat. Sometimes is distracting. Oh, my top part did not go down as well. Okay. That should be good now. Yep, there we go. Came off immediately. Perfect. But yeah, some days I have a very strict, I need to be at a certain place at a certain time for my children's schedule. And so when you do lives, you want to make sure you have a little buffer time. And when you don't have that buffer time, then you're like, oh, that's not really going to work. So, yeah, today happens to be one of those days. I could totally have done this live if I didn't think that I would have gotten caught up in some chatty chats, because that's what happens. Okay, and hopefully my aim on this one is amazing and I don't cringe. But I have a very tiny, narrow window of space that I will get this. Nice and lined up. Speaking of which, this is an alarm for, hey, you have to be somewhere in 10 minutes. But look, it worked out. It stamped perfectly. And yeah. So now I'm going to blow on it a little bit because I'm not going to be patient. But I think for giving this a half-hour try, 30 minutes, I think this was 30 minutes. I'll look at the clock later. No, it was less than 30 minutes. It has not been 30 minutes yet. But I'm just going to do a quick glue and keep this, you know, super simple, super easy. I'm going to have a little bit of that washi tape on the bottom. Yeah. Try to center it and then throw a block over it so it can dry. Quickly as possible. But yeah, that's stinking adorable and fast and easy. I didn't take a whole lot of time. And once it's done drying, I'm going to add a few of these ephemera. And so I'm going to just let it dry and go do what I got to do and be right back. So after letting this dry, I went ahead and I added 3 little bits of ephemera. I added a little yellow polka dot off kiltered heart and a green striped heart and a little blue because I felt like it just needed a little bit of blue. It's subtle, it's just a hint, it's not over the top, and it just gives a little bit of extra balance. I forgot to hit record because life is that way. Totally thought I pressed it, but whatever. It is what it is. So just showing you though the thought process through what I was adding at the very end here. Just to give it that little extra punch. I could have added the butterflies, I could have added one of the words, but I felt like just those little off-centered hearts were the perfect little touch to finish off this project. So I just want to give you a friendly reminder to please make sure that you check out that YouTube reel, or not reel, Facebook has reels. That YouTube short that has the 4 winners. Please reach out to me at BB Productions with an S, Productions Boutique, BOUTIQUE at gmail.com. I'm actually going to tell you who they are since you waited this long. They are Ruth M, Charlene V, Carol V, and Bo G. So please make sure that you send an email so you can claim your prize. I would love to not have to not redraw the names because some of these people I love chatting with in the chatty chats and I really want you to get your prize. I'm also committing to you all. I've said it in the chats on other channels, but I am officially timelining. I don't have a date yet, but I am officially timelining the release of my first digital paper pad. There will also be a little bit of ephemera, and one of the ephemera may be a freebie. I haven't decided exactly how I want to do it, nor have I decided what my timing is like, because life is extra lifing these days. Whenever I put a deadline down, it seems that that's just what happens. Life just happens, and I go, okay, that's not what was intended for right now. So it's okay. So I will, once I know I have a timeline set in place where I know for sure I can follow through, I will let you all know, most likely on YouTube here, but maybe also on all of the Facebook, Instagram, and I'm hoping that I will jump on the TikTok board, because I have enough people following me on TikTok that I should just dive on in and be brave and do all the things. So we'll see. No promises there. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to find the joy in your day, and happy making. Bye.